Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is at around 49 cents. It feels like it's sticking at this certain price range, guys, right? Bitcoin still at 30k, ranging consolidation possibly before the next pump or dump. Let us see. But check this out from Baba Cugs. XRP spent all day at 49 cents. What are the odds? The brightest day of the year at 49 cents. Everything's planned. Sit back and watch it all unfold, guys. Exactly 49 cents is what? Or 49 is 10, 11, 12, 13, right? If you just add it up. Isn't that weird? It sure is, guys. This is how you guys know all charts are manipulated, right? Especially the major assets, guys. Let's be realistic now. Now, guys, here's the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now, this is called quite interesting. This is just mind-boggling. I'm so bullish, I can't even breathe, guys. Mr. Pool, a connection to Frankfurt, Germany, as you guys can see from Mr. Pool back in 2020, right? There's a lot of deltas here. A lot of connections actually in today's video. Pay attention, guys. If you guys can like today's video, I really appreciate it as well. And then we go down here. From Christine Lagarde, she tweeted out today, I can't believe my face. It was a pleasure to meet Michael S. Barr at Federal Reserve Vice Chair for Supervision in Frankfurt today, guys. What is this? Wait a minute. Now, the reason why this is crazy, you may seem like this is nothing, guys, but it surely is something. Why? I'm even going to like it, guys. But former Ripple advisor meets with Christine Lagarde, right? French and the president of the European Central Bank. Isn't this odd, guys? That who is this person? Biden nominates former Ripple advisor Barr as top United States Fed regulator. He used to work for Ripple, guys. Right? Now he's at the Fed, but meeting with the wise owl, Christine Lagarde. So obviously, Christine Lagarde, head of the ECB, knows about XRP. And when we talk about head of the ECB, it's the European Central Bank, guys. Right? These central bankers. XRP is obviously intertwined with it all, guys. And we told you guys. I can't believe my face. Wait a minute. What? L or F backwards. It has just happened. Right? Could it be L for Lagarde? Who knows? But again, this is a crazy, very crazy connection, guys. Ripple and the owl. Right? On the day London begins. Wow. What are the odds, guys? Right? Today we're going to be talking about a little bit of the timeline if we have time as well, guys, because today is, check this out, June 22, guys, right? With the pound. Very fascinating indeed, guys. Oh, and by the way, he's part of the what? The Federal Reserve. Even Christine Lagarde tagged the Federal Reserve in this tweet, guys, right? The Federal Reserve is it's all about the Fed, guys. Let's think about it here for a minute, okay? The Federal Reserve. Now, we're going to transition into the news that's brewing out of nowhere, guys, suddenly. The Federal Reserve started with the Titanic. Does it end with it as well? Now why does this connect, guys, right? Check this out. JpMorgan funded the building of the Titanic and canceled his long-awaited journey just hours before it proposed departure. Now, 3 of the wealthiest men on Earth whom were against the creation of the Federal Reserve Bank happened to be invited abroad for his voyage, right? And the reason why we're talking about the Titanic here is because this just happened, guys. Holy, but riddlers are fake, right? If you think riddlers are fake at this point in time, you're delusional, guys. Check this out from Mr. Pool, 6/16/2020. A what? A 3-year delta, guys. Because, check this out. When did the Titan submarine depart? On June 16th, the expedition to the Titanic departed from St. John's, Newfoundland, aboard the research and expedition ship, MV Polar Prince. Wow, guys. So this news broke loose, guys. And it's trending, as you guys can see, the Titanic. I just recently heard about this, I think 2 days ago. So I'm pretty sure you guys obviously heard it by now, what's really happening. It seems like there was a expedition towards the Titanic, guys, right? And there was a submarine that departed, which 6/16 on June 16th, guys. I don't know, right? Titanic sub passengers. Okay, now we're going to expose what's really happened with the Fed, guys, because we see this person right here. So it seems like this person was a passenger in the sub, guys, the submarine. Okay, the member of the WEF. But this is strange. Why? Because if you go to this next tweet, I'm going to ask, since nobody will. Does any passenger on this submarine know Hillary, guys? Right? So this is why they're talking about a lot of corruption, right? That's why we told you guys beforehand. It's that 3 of the wealthiest men on Earth, whom were against the creation of the Fed, happened to be invited on the Titanic, right? And what happened to the Titanic? It sank, guys, right? But remember, JpMorgan funded the building of the Titanic and then canceled his long-awaited journey just hours before it departed. What are the chances of all this, right? There are no coincidences, guys. So this is why people are saying that maybe this was planned ahead of time, right? To take it down. As you guys can see, a lot of connections right here. I'll leave in the description below if you guys would like to check it further, investigate further. If you remember, the Titanic sank due to the 3 billionaires on board who were going to take down the Federal Reserve. So this is a coincidence? I don't know, right? Exactly, guys. This is just mind-boggling. What's even happening? When we talk about JpMorgan, right? Who else? As you guys can see, back then, JpMorgan funded the Titanic, right? Justin, SEC finds JpMorgan after 47 million banking records were quote-unquote accidentally deleted, guys. You can't make this stuff up, and it's gone, right? Guys, JpMorgan is so corrupted that you can't even make it. Actually, you know what? All these central bankers are, right? All these huge major institutions are, right? It doesn't matter. The thing is, does that mean Ripple is corrupted as well, guys? Right? Let's think about it. Because we know Ripple has infiltrated into the current financial system, right? And they're going to change it from within. So does that mean they're corrupted as well? I don't know. You have to let me know, guys, in the comments below. But it's crazy because so the SEC has fined JpMorgan after the bank, quote unquote, accidentally. It definitely wasn't an accident, guys. It was obviously planned, right? On purpose, deleted 47 million banking records. So related to retail banking groups were terminated. Why did they do that, guys? Right? Obviously, there's a lot of corruption. Why? Because it connects to ETHgate. ETHgate is bigger than Enron, bigger than Madoff. A 2016 Forbes article describes how JpMorgan, once again, why does this name keep popping up out of nowhere? That relates to corruption, right? I don't know, guys. Which is really odd if you ask me. What's behind Madoff paying more than $36 billion in fines, right? Mainly responsible, Stephen Cutler, who, guess who he works for now? Simpsons Thatcher, guys. Guess who he was writing to? SEC enforcement, right? And then Chief Mark Berger, guess who he works for? Simpsons Thatcher, which project is behind JpMorgan being the only one to get a SEC free pass, Ethereum, right? Guess for who the director who did it works for? Simpsons Thatcher. ETHgate is just like the SEC created a monopoly for Madoff's Ponzi scheme, guys, right? And obviously we'll connect to who? JpMorgan. It all goes back to these corrupted players, guys, right? Can't make any of this stuff up. Now, David Schwartz comes in as well and talks about this. This is odd, if you ask me. This claim is obviously very obviously false, and you got this wrong, right? Starlink doesn't work underwater. Then the sub, again, very obviously can't use Starlink for its communications, right? It talks about how Elon Musk Starlink satellites for its communication at sea, but it gets even more odd because this claim is still completely false. It was always widely known to anyone with rudimentary knowledge of satellite and undersea communications that Starlink's operating frequencies are a billion times too high to reach a submerged object. Now, he's awfully talking about these where is it? The undersea communications, right? Why is this weird, guys? Because interesting that this submersible can cut cables. Wonder what they're really up to, guys, right? Isn't this odd, guys? Now, I'm not saying any of this stuff, guys, right? But the people on Twitter are just connecting the dots here and there, right? Because they're saying now it's a possible net blackout that can occur, guys, right? If you go to this next tweet, for 3 years I've read about the cables being cut being the reason for blackouts, and it would make complete sense for it to be done by a neutral party, right? Instead of NATO or Russia, right? I don't know, guys. You let me know what's really happening. Unexplored depth charts, September 14, 1957, from David Schwartz, right? Always check a navigation chart before or carefully before dropping anchor. And then in this tweet, David Schwartz is a wearable guy. Tried to convince my wife I'm bearable. But then just in Titanic sub search finds debris for Titanic, right? So there seems to be some progress happening with this whole search, guys. At the same time, when we talk about the Titanic, when the Titanic sinks, little floats near get dragged down too, but the floats will eventually come back if they are untethered. Why did he literally state a connection to tether, guys, right? And especially untethered. XRP isn't connected to tether, as we know. If it is, it's very little, guys, but I'm pretty sure it's not, right? There's a few coins that tether does not like, which is XRP, so why would they prop it? You guys see, right? And he goes into breaking down what's really happening. 623. So watch out for these next few days, guys, if possible, right? Funny, the banking crisis is about to hit right as there is a quote-unquote Titanic event today with this missing sub. JpMorgan, are you responsible again? Exactly, guys, right? Can't believe my face, guys. It seems like JpMorgan wrecked America by secretly meeting behind closed doors to create a plan to empower themselves over the monetary system, because the Federal Reserve was created at that point in time. I think at the same year, guys, right? That the Titanic, I think, sank, if I'm not mistaken, guys. But if you search it up, it will show immediately. People are exposing all these all the corruption and these big institutions and central bankers and all sorts of stuff, guys, right? The light 2023 from June to 3. The light, the truth will come forth into light. Now, 111 years, 2 months, and 3 days later, Titanic submarine sank to declare the birth of a new financial system, right? Titanic means money, guys. Again, there's a lot of connections to be prepared for. Not to mention, this is the craziest thing of my life. Regarding the disappearance of the Titanic submarine from Ocean Gate, who was visiting the ruins of Titanic, a chapter of the popular series The Simpsons predicted the disappearance of the submersible in the Atlantic Ocean, guys, right? Which connects to aired 3/29/1998 to 6/18/2023 equal 302 weeks and 20 days, which is what? 322, which is 223. Skull and Bones, guys. Wait, what? Not to mention, The Simpsons did it again, guys. I can't make this stuff up. What's even happening, guys, right? So he goes near the Titanic, so it seems like, right? But then in the show, the submarine gets stuck, and then Homer panics, right? Oxygen low, oxygen getting lower and lower and lower, guys. Oxygen gone, right? Wow, I'm done, guys. What's even happening? Because I think the same thing happened with the current submarine, right? I mean, I'm not really up to date with this whole situation because I just heard about it 2 days ago, guys. I'm like, what's happening here? Because it was going everywhere, it was going viral, right? So okay, so the Federal Reserve ran out of air this morning, so we should see that count bounce, black swan market crash, or banks failing soon, guys, or falling. Let us prepare. All at the same time, catastrophic updates. U.S. Coast Guard says Titanic sub debris suggests catastrophic loss. Wow, guys. Again, prayers to the family and all of them, guys, right? This is I don't know, guys. What are the chances this all happens, though, right? I mean, why would they even go near the Titanic, guys, right? Well, obviously, it's an experience of a lifetime, so it seems like, but still, it's very risky, to say the least, and look what just happened. But then, finally, I'm wondering if someone checked this earlier. 622 would connect to, in order to rise from its own ashes, a phoenix first must burn. Butler, June 22, guys, right? Born June 22. Now this we may connect to XRP here. I don't know, guys. There's so many things happening from all different sorts of events, right? The Fed with Christine Lagarde, the Titanic, and then we have XRP possibly rising soon. I don't know. Let us prepare for any type of scenario. This is why we have to be prepared, guys. Prepare for any type of scenario and situation possible. Not financial advice at the end of the day. Prayers to the passengers in the Titanic, or I don't even know what's it called, guys. This submarine, basically, right? Prayers to the to their family. I hope this whole situation turns out positive instead of something negative, guys. But anyways, that's all for guys. Amazing, see ya.